Thanks for visiting The Patient and the Weather. I'm meteorologist Al Peterlin. I'd like to talk about the weather health risk for Thursday, November 13th, 2025, and this may be a temperate Thursday leading to a fabulous Friday. Looking at tomorrow's surface weather map, you can see we have a cool front, a cold front, stretching all the way from really Oregon, cutting right through the heart of California, and a lot of unsettled weather here across the entire western quarter of the country. You'll note that we have a massive front hanging all the way from northeastern Montana all the way down to the Florida Panhandle. And that is the equivalent of a warm front where we're going to see those temperatures, warm temperatures from the west, spreading and making it temperate or almost tropical here in the east. We still do have the lingering effects of that low pressure center trying to pull away from the northeast, and you'll see the unsettled weather and that four-letter word snow. Looking at our vitality index, this is the composite map, the map showing where all of the weather elements combined will have some kind of impact on our human health. And you'll see we have some activity here in California, a lot of activity here in extreme West Texas, a lot more of weather of interest along the Canadian-U.S. border, and then down the plains. And we have another area, very significant area of unsettled activity here in northern Florida, and then lots of stuff going on here in the middle Atlantic states and New England. Looking at pressure change, and this is that weather element that when changing has a significant impact on many people. You'll see we have falling pressure stretching all the way from northern Oregon across Idaho, northern Montana into the Dakotas, and then down through eastern Nebraska and western Iowa. But we have rising pressure all the way from Michigan to Virginia, covering all of the middle Atlantic states, most of New England, at least the northern portions of New England, and all of the Canadian cities from Windsor to Ottawa. Temperature, will be changing for Thursday. It's not yet reflected strongly on this temperature map, but you can see the warmer temperatures here in northern Montana, and you see the hint of the warmer temperatures starting to push from the south up into the middle portions of the country. The dew point temperature change is a little more significant. You can see dew point temperatures rising very strongly here along California. You can see it pushing up from the plains all the way from Montana down into Oklahoma, and that is what will be pushing east. And then lots of dew point temperature rises here in northern Florida, and again that will be lifting to the north. Vapor pressure map shows it a little bit more dramatically with the strong increase in vapor pressure here in California, the increase here in the heart of the plains, and then really here significantly across northern Florida into Georgia. Looking at POI, which is our measure of the changes in the oxygen availability in the atmosphere, you can see we're picking up a risk of migraine here on coastal Oregon, coastal California, and actually inland here in northern California. We also have a significant risk of migraine starting in extreme eastern Michigan, cutting down through West Virginia, taking in almost all of Virginia, and then north back through Maryland, New Jersey, Delaware, Pennsylvania, New York, and then picking up coastal New England, but really hanging back and touching just the northernmost ridges of Maine, Vermont, and New Hampshire, although taking in the heart of the Canadian cities, again from Windsor to Ottawa. The risk of asthma and arthritis will be significant through the heart of the country, but really will start here in Oregon, cutting across northern Idaho, northern Montana, picking up a little touch of Wyoming, and then all of the plains from North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas, becoming significant here in Oklahoma and down into West Texas. We're also reaching eastward into Minnesota, Iowa, Missouri, down to Arkansas, and then swinging along the Gulf, picking up Mississippi, southern Alabama, southern Georgia, getting really significant here in the northernmost and central sections of Florida. Thanks for visiting The Patient and the Weather. Your comments are appreciated. And if you hurt, won't you tell us where you're living?